So you're thinking about moving to Austria. That's an amazing goal. But let's be real, the whole visa and residency thing can feel like a total maze. In this explainer, we're going to break it all down, piece by piece, and give you a clear roadmap for the entire journey.
First off, why Austria? I mean, what's the big deal? Well, it's not just another country on the map. It's consistently ranked as a top-tier destination. So whether you're chasing a great career, heading to a world-class university, or you're just after that incredible quality of life you hear about, yeah, you're definitely looking in the right place.
Okay, let's talk about the paperwork. It can look pretty intimidating, right? Austria has a reputation for being, well, thorough. And yeah, the process is strict. But, and this is a big but, don't let that scare you away. It is 100% achievable. With the right prep, which is exactly what we're about to go through, you can totally get through it.
So where on earth do you even start? The very first, and honestly the most critical step, is figuring out your specific visa path. Why are you moving? Is it for a job, for school, to be with family? That one answer is going to determine everything else that comes next.
If you're not an EU citizen, there are a few main routes, so let's see which one sounds like you. Are you a highly skilled worker with in-demand talents? Then you're probably looking at the red, white, red card. Got an acceptance letter from a university? That's the student permit. Or maybe you're a freelancer with a killer business plan. There's a path for you too. Each one has its own specific checklist. Now, this next part is maybe the most important distinction you need to understand. If you're a citizen of the EU or EEA, things are way simpler. You don't need a visa to move, you just have to register once you get there. For literally everyone else, the rule is crystal clear. You must have your visa approved before you step foot in Austria. Okay, so you figured out your path. Now the real fun begins, gathering all your documents. This is the stage where being super organized is going to be your best friend.
Think of this as your essential checklist. You're almost definitely going to need things like a valid passport, the right application forms, and proof that you have a place to live, health insurance, and enough money to support yourself. And here's a big one. For a lot of permits, you'll need to prove you have at least some basic German skills.
And please listen to this piece of advice. Start early. Getting things like official translations of your degrees or other certificates verified can take weeks, sometimes even longer. Seriously, procrastination is your absolute worst enemy in this process. The second you decide you're doing this, start getting your papers in order.
All right, you've got your giant folder of perfectly organized documents. Now it's time to talk about the application timeline. This is where you submit all that hard work and, well, learn to be patient while you wait.
For pretty much all non-EU applicants, the starting line is the same, and there's no way around it. You have to submit your application in person at the Austrian embassy or consulate in your home country. You can't just show up in Austria on a tourist visa and apply from there. It doesn't work that way. And after you've handed everything over, the waiting game begins. As you can see, the processing times can be pretty different depending on your permit. Student visas are usually the fastest, but work and family permits can easily take a few months. So you've really got to factor that wait time into your moving plans. While we're talking about timelines, here is a deadline you need to burn into your memory for the moment you arrive. You have exactly 3 working days to register your new address. It's called the Anmeldung, and it is a mandatory, non-negotiable, super urgent step for everyone. Do not miss this deadline. Okay, let's fast forward. The email comes through, your visa is approved, you book your flight, you landed in Austria. Amazing! Congratulations! But guess what? The journey's not over. In fact, a whole new and important phase is just kicking off. So what happens next? This last part of the puzzle is all about arrival and, crucially, integration. See, getting the visa is just about getting in the door. Integration is about actually building a successful life once you're there. And Austria takes this part very seriously because it's seen as the key to making sure you can thrive long-term. And what's the #1 key to integration? Language. Language, language. German isn't just for ordering a strudel. It is often a legal requirement when it comes time to renew your residency permit. But more than that, it's how you'll make friends, connect with your community, and find better opportunities. The absolute best advice anyone can give you: start learning German before you even start packing. All right, let's wrap this all up with a few final pro tips. Think of this as your guide to avoiding the common headaches and pitfalls that can trip people up. Don't be the person who makes these classic mistakes. Please, double and triple check every single form. Be realistic about those processing times we talked about. Take the language requirements seriously from day one. And always remember that the rules for you are different than for EU citizens. Avoiding these simple things will save you so much stress.
Look, is it a process? Does it take effort and a lot of attention to detail? Absolutely. But let's circle all the way back to the beginning. The whole reason you're doing this. The reward at the end of all this paperwork is a stable life with fantastic opportunities in a country with an incredible quality of life. And that makes every single step worth it.
So there you have it. The path is much clearer now. The steps are all laid out. And that amazing destination is waiting for you. You have what you need to get this started. Your Austrian adventure is right there. The only question left is, are you ready to begin?